And many of you may know me as the instigator of some necessary events and a speaker of uncomfortable truths.
I don't understand why people who have been oppressed still oppress. Instead of dismantling walls and leaving them down, I think what we do is we dismantle walls of oppression and we reinforce them rather than eliminating them.
So I encourage your collaborative efforts to get out there and strengthen each other to do this work. It's not just about the trans or the LGBTQ community. It's really about all youth being safe to express themselves, to be gleeful when they feel like it or not, and to just, have a safe and enriched childhood. And that's why I've been teaching school for 15 years, and that's why I continue this work at night with communities that are marginalized.
I work with a lot of candidates, and I was glad Jamie said what she said about electing people to represent you. And that is really important.
Do we allow our lawmakers to designate and portion out equality? Who gets that portion? How much do we get? When do we get it? When do we get that equality?
The undesirable and least powerful elements of society are removed to make room for those with the most power and money. This is otherwise known as gentrification.
And I'm here to tell you this evening that I think fighting for legislation is a beautiful thing. But I also want to remind you, don't let Caesar tell you who you are or give you your worth or value. Because you are valuable.
The condition of being equal, of having the same political, social, and economic rights. The quality of being the same in quantity or measure or value or status.
What doesn't get spoken often enough, though, is that for transgender people, particularly low-income trans youth of color, there are too few sanctuaries, and the traditional methods of creating safety are not available.
Who do we hold accountable? And how do we do that? Do we wait for our elected official to decide if we are deserving or that they view us as human beings, even outside of the polling place?
They will not go without being an example and being a reason for us to get up every day and do what we can do to make sure that this does not continue.
We have to continue coming here every year because the media, the people out there need to hear our voices. The more we stay silent, the more that list grows. We have to stop being silent. This is our day to not be silent any longer.
All of you have a strength that I will never, ever know. You have been pushed against the wall for so long, and you keep coming back. It's amazing. Guys, don't quit fighting. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Let's not confuse appeasement with real safety.
There has been closed-door meetings, promises of passage, assurances that we will be equal someday. We have documents that tell us we have the right that we self-govern. We have the Constitution, we have the Bill of Rights.
But I look at you all and I see fierceness, I see determination, I see so many fascinating stories that the folks in here need to hear. And they need to know how you live your life and how they can help you to live your life. And it is their job. When we elect them, their job is representative, not know-it-all, representative. They represent you. So hold their feet to the fire. It's very important.
The valor of the brave. We read a lot of names tonight of people who were brave. And I want to ask you, are you brave enough to stand for justice? Are you brave enough to let down some of your privilege so that we can stand with people who still are not equal in this world? Most of us aren't really, but as we can stand with people who really need our help. I want to challenge all of us today and let us know that that's what we were created and put here to be and to do. We were put here and sent here to be agents of change and love and justice.
To make a path where there isn't one. That's me. All my life I had to fight. And I will continue to fight. And I hope that we all still stand together and keep on fighting for justice. Somebody got to do it. So it might as well be us.
As a straight ally, I've got to tell you. Yeah. Y'all are my heroes.
I aspire to know you better. I aspire to know the issues better. I aspire to be a better person. So I'm flattered that you include me, but I'm only just aspiring to be your ally.
To each one of my transgender brothers and sisters, you are the source of my strength. You are an unconquerable soul. And all I want to say is just keep making it happen. Keep surviving. Because we've got a long road to do. And we've got a long ways to go. But together, we're going to make it happen.
Because this is not our first step, nor is it our last, and we have many more miles to go, and I'd rather all go there together.
And I would like to work for a day that we take those bricks that we dismantle and we use it to build bridges to one another. And we learn how to work together and how to love one another.
The rest of you should be here with us. Because seeing all your beautiful faces makes me think that there is such a thing as hope.
Because they are loved, not just by the GLBT community, but also by your straight allies as well. We love you, and we support you. We've got your back. You tell us where you want us to be, and we will be there. So thank you so much for having me tonight, and thank y'all so much for being here.
So you pass it on. Pass on the love.
We are family. Thank you, family. I love you. Love more. Love more.
I'm looking at people that I see year after year that I would say that they're more my family than my blood family. I have been taken down to the deepest depths and brought to the great heights. And many of you here have seen every one of those. And I am proud to call you family. And tonight, let's say goodbye to some of our family members.
Tonight, this is about justice. This is about dedication. This is about courage. This is about bravery. And it's about putting our love and our words into action and standing up for somebody and really making a difference. Thank you.
Right now, we're going to go into the moment of silence. And as we remember those names that we've cited and those names that are not on the list, we want to reflect and to make sure that no transgender, non-gender conforming person is forgotten, who have died, who may have even killed themselves due to the challenges of being transgender, non-gender conforming in our society. So now we're going to pause for a moment of silence. On behalf of our collaborators, event sponsors, we thank you all so much for being here this evening. Thank you. Please join us here next year for Transgender Day of Remembrance 2011. Thank you so much.